In this video, I'll introduce you to the basic interface of Autodesk Inventor Publisher. Let's start by opening a new project. The first thing I'll do is import my design from Autodesk Inventor. As you can see, Inventor Publisher can open a wide range of file types, including Pro Engineer and CATIA files. I'll click on the file containing the complete assembly, and it imports a read-only version of the CAD data for use in Publisher. The first navigation element to introduce you to is the Canvas browser. It's like a map of your design, showing all of the parts and how they're related. When you mouse over a part, it's highlighted in the design window. You'll find a complete set of tools in the ribbon. They are clustered using tabs and panels. The Home menu contains common operations like moving and labeling parts. The Vault tab allows you to easily store and manage the files on an Autodesk Vault server, and the View menu allows you to hone the appearance. Another way to access the most common functions is by right-clicking on the graphics screen. It will give you a menu based on the context. Scrolling over the options gives an explanation of each. If you pause long enough, you'll even get a short animation. From here we can quickly create a new snapshot. More on that later. Explode the design or move parts around. Now let's dive in and start building up our animation. The first thing to explain is the Move tool, which is the most basic way to manipulate parts. As you can see, it's based on this cool triad. Pulling the arrows and arcs allows you to move parts along an axis, rotate them, or move them within a single plane. Now to make the animation, start by creating a new snapshot. The snapshot is added to the storyboard editor. This simple timeline tool allows you to build up fluid animations with a series of snapshots. The motion between snapshots is added automatically. Once the parts are where you want them, click to create a new snapshot that will show the next stage of animation. So far, we've opened the laptop screen. Now we'll create an exploded view of all of the parts. To do that, we'll move the parts around with the Move and Explode tools. Let's start with the keyboard assembly. By right-clicking and selecting Manual Explode, I can pull apart the design. This design has a detachable keyboard, so it has several parts, including an outer case. These parts slide along a perpendicular axis by default, but this can be changed. Now we'll explode the screen. I'll select the screen assembly and use the Move tool. You'll notice that the triad direction is based on the screen angle, but it's easy to line the motion up with the axis of other parts instead. I want to move it parallel to the bottom case. After moving the rest of the screen, I want to show the internal parts of the laptop. By pressing Ctrl as I select the parts of the access door, I can move them all together. Now I'll do the same thing to the internal parts I've just uncovered. Let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing. This time, I'll select the parts using the Canvas browser, double-checking that I've got everything I want in the design window. Again, I'll simply move all these parts to where I want them. The friction hinges should explode along a different axis, so let's pull those out so they're easy to see. Now that all of the parts are in the right spot, and I've shown you how to create basic animations, I want to show you how to change the visual styles and start adding some labeling. That's what we'll talk about next.